Can anybody out there hear me?
Okay, time to remove some rear seats and stick some Titan drawers in. Probably won't film much of this. Everyone's done a set of drawers. Nearly everyone.
I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Let's stop this conversation. We got no relation.
So I realised while doing the drawers that if I put the piece that sits in here, I'm not going to be able to access the reverse light to plumb in the reverse camera, so I may as well do that bit first and then get back to doing all the drawers.
Stop this conversation. We got no relation. It goes like, you could save me from my isolation.
Well, there they are, all installed, but of course it took a lot longer than I expected. Ended up doing the entire reverse camera all the way down, ran all the cables, and then tapped into the brake light, and then pulled all this apart and stuck the reverse camera on. But got all that done and then did all the drawers. Looking good. Exhaust is getting done tomorrow, so it'll be interesting to see what it sounds like. That sounds so much better. Start stripping out some unnecessary wiring and dual battery wiring. Obviously that whole system has to come out as well, because I'll be going lithium in this thing, so it's pretty much no point in having it. Get rid of all that, tidy it all up, and then put the EGT in and boost gauge as well. There's actually 3-in-1 boost gauge, EGT and voltmeter. Bought this trolley, I don't know, nearly 2 years ago now. It's invaluable for working on hire cars. It makes it so much easier. You can just jack it up with your foot and get in easy as. Nice platform. You can use it as a workbench as well. So I had to put off starting to pull the engine bay apart because I found one wire running all the way through to this unknown, I don't even know how to open this, random old reverse camera monitor. So I'll be getting that out as well. So I'm just trying to figure out all of these wires at the moment. Most of the Piranha battery management system is ready to pull out. Still got to try and figure out where the heck this wire actually goes. I hate to think what has been paired into this thing. I'll soon see, because it all runs under here as well. Well, that's looking much tidier without all the massive wires in there anymore. Have found this, which is quite intriguing. I'm going to have to trace that one back and try and figure out what that one is. This is what else I've pulled out of here. Still a big jumble of mess, but I think one of these is going to be the Redarc Topro's brake light, and then the other one should be the wire running out for the auxiliary brakes, electric brakes on the trailer. I've just got to do a little bit of multimeter testing and see how that goes. When you end up starting to do a EGT and boost gauge, but end up getting so buried into the car, figuring out what this bloke is wired into here, that I thought I may as well do the TowPro while I'm in here and get the wiring all done. At least most of it's still there from the old setup, the ancient brake controller. But yeah, I tell you what, there's a lot of unknown wiring in here. At least I know that it's not powering anything else under the dash. It's all been ripped out, whatever it was, so I can just go ham at cutting it all out. And yeah, I do prefer to trace it all back though first. Who knew running gauges was going to be this hard? Take the whole intercooler off just to access that bung at the back. Oh, what a mission. So it's now about an hour or so later, but EGT cable is run all the way through, and the boost T-piece is put in, ready for the gauge. Now I just got to go back into the cab and wire that up, and first off I'll put this intercooler back together, hey? So, EGT gauge is in and working. Redarc TowPro is in, ready to go. What an absolute mission. Gonna leave this off tonight and then finish off the dash cam mounting once I put a visor strip at the top. I'm gonna tint the top nice and black, and yeah, put the dash cam back in and then figure out where I'm mounting the phones and whatever else, but it's coming along nicely. Absolute massive, well, not really too massive, but big pile of rubbish that came out of the car that I don't need anymore. Yeah, still got to do the light bar, STEDI light bar, and the headlights. So guys, I've been quite busy today and didn't really want to bother filming this section. I've hidden all the dash cam wiring from there, fitted the GME XRS UHF, put in the winch controls there, tried to sort of hide some of the holes the original owner had put in there. I'm probably going to get a whole new center console part because there's just so many ridiculous amounts of holes in there. Sort of annoying, but yeah, at least that's in. Did the visor strip as well, tinted the top, so I've got to put the mirror back in. Gonna fit the dash cam up along here and have all the wiring hidden along there. Just put the GPS aerial in for it, and the EGT voltmeter and boost gauge is in as well. It's been an absolute crazy crazy past 2 days, just trying to fit all this in and do other stuff as well at the same time. But in other news, I did manage to get the light bar on as well, which I'm quite happy about. It's so bright. It's ridiculous. Fitting the compressor where the old, well, the second battery was in under the bonnet, and it only just fits. Had to whack some huge M10 bolts straight through the base plate, straight into the battery brace, and all the coiled up air compressor hose is going to go under there, and I'll just be able to I'll lift up the bonnet and turn it on and blow up all the tyres. So guys, we're doing the STEDI upgraded headlights, plus the upgraded actual headlights as well. Pull this one out of the box, have a look-see. Looks pretty good, but yeah, looks like they make you actually use the loom that comes with the headlights, so I've got to plumb that in, and just got to solder in the extra indicator wires for the bull bar. Yeah, a little bit tricky, but I'm getting there. Just having a little play around with it, making sure I've got everything right. It still makes you use these globes that come with the headlights. These H4 upgrades are very interesting. Apparently they're actually heat sinks. So if you don't actually have them wrapped up the way they're supposed to be in the headlight, can significantly decrease the life of them. Very interested to see how these things go. I dare say that's the ballast. But yeah, also had to extend the parking light wires to make them even work. And obviously had to tee in and get the indicators done as well, and see how it looks, eh? Have to admit that does look a lot better. Had to actually cut out behind the light to make these headlights fit in Series 3. Must need some modification to fit them in, but it went in finally after some persuasion. But yeah, I actually really like that. Stock Parkers, nice Parkers, low beam. Yeah, 10 times better. There we have it, guys. Finished product. Would I buy those headlights again though? Absolutely not. I love the look of them, but the kit is absolutely useless. They even sent me, I don't even know why, a whole bunch of spare indicator bulbs. There was no actual H4 bulbs to go in the kit. And then there was these extra LED indicator bulbs for no reason. Practically useless. And yeah, the actual bulb holes weren't even cut out, so I had to drill them out. Now I've got rubbish inside the headlights. I'm going to blow that out one day when I can be bothered, but at the moment I'm just going to leave it as is. They still look good, but the kit itself is just rubbish. I suggest going anywhere but eBay for the headlights, even though they look good. Yeah.
Can anybody out there